What you're looking at isn't just a collection of paintings. It's a visual story of roots, family, and memory. Each of these tropical fruit plants represents something deeply personal, moments from my father's childhood in Puerto Rico and the memories he shared with me. These are some of the actual fruits he grows in his backyard. They're more than just fruit. Each one is a living connection to his past. My dad was born and raised in Puerto Rico, and through gardening, he's kept part of that island with him wherever he goes. These plants are how he remembers his home, his family, and the life he lived growing up. This is a monochromatic series of gouache paintings, and each one was carefully painted using a single color to focus on form, memory, and connection. These are plants he's nurtured for a long time, many of them tied to stories from his childhood in Puerto Rico. Let's start with the first painting, the hobo plant, or jocote. Back in the 1960s, when my dad first met my mom, he would visit her and they'd sit together in her backyard. Her neighbor had a big hobo tree, and the branches would reach over the fence. The ripe fruit would fall into the yard, sweet and potato-sized. They'd sit, talk, and share those hobos. That memory stuck with him. Next is parcha, or passion fruit. My dad remembers hiking through the mountains with his brothers on their way to the river. They used to go to Rio Chiquito, El Real, and Maragüez. Along the way, passion fruit grew wild and in abundance. He says the fruit was fresh, wild, and free, just like those childhood days. Next is guanabana, or soursop, which was part of everyday life. Almost every yard had a tree, and its fruit was always there, sweet and rich in flavor. Gandules, or pigeon peas, hold a very special place in our family story. My dad always grew them to make arroz con gandules. He says that my very first word after mom and dad was actually gandules. He also remembers me playing in the backyard with my sister, who called me Nesly, and from that he gave me the nickname Nechi, which has been mine ever since. This is guayaba, or guava. He said it was everywhere growing up. You could always find a ripe one to eat. It reminds him of the sweetness of island life. The last piece is a mango plant with fruit. To my dad, mangoes along with oranges and quenepas were divine. He says that they weren't just food, they were a symbol of childhood, abundance, and joy. Each piece in this series was painted with gouache in a monochromatic style on white canvas. They're displayed with space between them, but they still belong together, just like the stories behind them. This project is my way of documenting part of my dad's story and where our family comes from. It's about remembering what connected us and how those everyday things like plants, food, and time together can hold meaning. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love for you to subscribe and follow along for more art, stories, and studio process. And if you're interested in a print from this collection, you can connect with me through the links in the description. I'd love to share more of this work with you.